Hey friends, Alisa Larsen here, and I'm ready to bust another myth. So today's myth, number 6, Mythbusters Singing Edition, episode 6, is that you can become the very best singer in isolation, meaning being competitive with others, distancing yourself from others in a one-on-one situation with your teacher, where you've got the information there and that's it. It's just that it's, there is one other person there, but it's still very isolated from other sources of information. And basically that to be on top as the singer, you need to just be an island. And this is the lie that I bought into for decades. Oh my goodness. It was like the ice began to thaw only when it was like I faced hard enough things that I was like, maybe there's another way. Maybe there's a different way of doing this. I was just talking with a friend and started to make some connections about how that unfolded for me, 25 years into my career as a classical singer, when I picked up a ukulele in 2017 and made it the year of the uke. And I started strumming jazz chords. Thank you, Dr. Uke, a dermatologist in the UK who created all these chord charts for ukulele for jazz songs. And my heart was so touched by those chords and a style of music that I had always loved, that I had always been nurtured in by my grandmother, a safe place for me to express myself. And so a combination of the companion instrument and the ability to accompany myself, and I do see the irony there of the isolation, the island. But it is nice. It is nice to make music with multiple instruments at once. I think it's nice to. Anyway, sidebar. So I had this experience, and it was like the glacier thawing and entering a new paradigm where music wasn't about being isolated, and starting to recognize in the years since the wounds that had sort of formed over years of isolating myself and hustling for my worth, looking for praise and validation in exchange for my singing, the praise and validation of others. But really it was about filling a hole within myself that never existed. It was all just part of the paradigm. It was a lie. It was a myth. And so this is part of what the Singing That Connects program addresses, is sort of those holes that we perceive within ourselves that maybe aren't real. And we all have an inner critic, right, that's going to point out things, perceived threats, perceived problems, perceived shortcomings, and can really hold us back. This is the limiting beliefs that we talk about. The myths come from the inner critic too, so much of the time. And so we make a choice to connect with others. Connecting with others is a great antidote to shame and vulnerability. Even though it's vulnerable to connect with others, once we all do it, then it's sort of like, okay, here we are connected. And the thing I was going to say earlier about my year of the uke was that it really was about connecting with others. I was connecting with myself and my own instrument in a way that I hadn't allowed myself to do, because I was just so busy dotting my I's and crossing my T's and trying to do it a certain way. Gosh, so much baggage. What in the world? And then it was also about the dedication, the dedica is what I'm trying to say, the dedicating these songs on my ukulele to different people who had great meaning in my life, people who had been there to support me, people with whom I had really experienced joy and connection, and then connecting all the things together. So this is what Singing That Connects is about. It's about yoking the mind, body, and spirit together, the individual, and then to the music and the instrument itself, finally to the audience and the people around us, which sometimes can feel intimidating, right? But if we can open ourselves up and be vulnerable, then we can discover great things. Most of all, connection, the willingness to be vulnerable, engenders intimacy, which is something that is a very precious gift. So I want to encourage you to sign up for my masterclass. I'm going to start offering a bonus for early registration. So yes, so bonus for if you register today for the masterclass. It's next week, December 10th through the 14th. It's Tuesday through Saturday. And right now I have it scheduled for 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I'm thinking about moving it to later. I would love your ideas in the comments about what time would work best for you. Yeah, we're going to talk about all the connections. We're going to talk about the traditional model and how it fails, and my new program and how it fills those gaps. And it's something I'm so excited about, something I've been working on for many years, and it's finally coming to fruition. It's up and running, and I want to tell you more about it. So please join. I will leave the link to register in the comments. Thank you so much. Hope to see you there.